maybe be that guy who's like, hey, maybe I'll just add some more down here. This is a deal, right? I'm familiar with Chris Camillo. I love him. I think he's brilliant.
Yep.
He'll get that thought in his head, and he looks at cheaper price. He doesn't care about the chart. He looks at cheaper prices as an idea to buy more. But what I know he doesn't do is I know he doesn't take 75% of his portfolio and stuff it into an idea. And then if it dips, he's got no more buying power, right? That's what I did. That was my mistake. But again, having the right idea and then executing it improperly, that's half the battle. It's like you have to execute the idea as well. And when you're early, you're wrong. It hurt. I'll never forget it. And then, of course, looking at it today, I have not traded this stock. I saw the little bull flag up here. I thought it was too extended from the 50 to buy. Sure enough, today it's coming right back down. And, I wasn't going to buy something that was that extended from the 50. But, of course, I see the setup.
Yep.
Right? And but I just can't buy it that extended from the 50. And I refuse to really get myself back into CCJ because it just I hate looking at it. It's my favorite and least favorite stock in the market all at the same time. But, it taught me a very, very valuable lesson in, don't be early, don't oversize, respect the moving averages. They're there they're there to dumb things down in such a big way. If you're not above the 50-day, you're still in a sell cycle. Respect it. And, I didn't. And it just seems like when you're above the 50-day, you could get news like that, that Cameco's raising some money, and price will just pull back to one of the ascending moving averages, right? A company will do an offering and they'll go higher sometimes, which is just, you'd be like, wait, what? And that's what happens.
Yep.
But when you're below the 50 or below the 200 and you get bad news, it really gets beaten up. But, man, a lesson learned and a tough one at that.
Yeah, and everybody's got some scars if you've been doing this long enough. CRDO, Fastly. I've been thankfully I wasn't in crazy size, but yeah, I had to sell that one after hours a lot.
This was the FinTwit darling.
Yeah.
I think I knew everybody owned this thing right in here and up, right in here, right in here, right up here.
I had such a good entry on it, and I think I got out
like down here, like 13.
Yeah. I had 13. I think I got out 15 and change, I think, post market. So I acted pretty quickly, but that hurt.
And then it goes from 7, and now look where you're at.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you never know how things are going to react to a large gap down, right? Because this dropped 50% more from where it opened the next day, and then it turns things around and gets more customers, whatever the news was.
They lost their second largest customer or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody who would be like 50% of their revenue or something like that.
Yeah.
But then obviously, this had to kill people.
Yep.
Right? Where you just now see this, you bought it up here, you sold it